Big Z Reviews. Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins, is the newest attempt to make a G.I. Joe movie. And it honestly feels like they found the script about the Yakuza and the Ninja Clan and the infiltration and all this stuff. And they decided to throw Snake Eyes on it and throw some G.I. Joe characters in it to make it an introduction to this world again. And it's pretty bad.
What is it exactly you do?
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world. But things have changed. I need warriors like you to become the future of the clan.
To me, Snake Eyes kind of breaks everything you want to do in a good action film, because it has bad action and it's boring. You know, the two worst things an action movie could be. And like Henry Golding as Snake Eyes is charming, but like it's odd because Snake Eyes is a silent character that never reveals his face. But you know, what's you gonna do? I guess if you want to have a movie about him. But you know, this whole thing is that the action is so much shaky cam. And it's like, and I think this isn't fake shaky cam. Some ones have like fakey cam. I think this is actually a guy with a camera going, whoa, and getting weird angles, and whoa, weird angle, whoa, walking, Scarlett walking down the airport, you get underneath her and shake. You know, there's, everything is shaky cam. And it makes it so that even if the action was good, you can't really see it. But I don't think the action is good. I don't think Henry Golding trained that much for this. But there's like, they do this thing so many times. The first, like after the intro is like his dad is killed by this bad guy, and then it's like 20 years later, and he's like fighting in a cage, like in the illegal underground fighting ring, and this guy Takeshiro Hira as Kenta kind of goes to him and says that, oh, I can help you find who killed your dad. Like, you spend your entire life that being your only goal to find your killer, and you never even came close. I'll do it for you. And that gets this whole thing. But when you think about this, Henry Golding, like, he has like a really kind of nice English accent, really kind of like nobility sort of thing. He sounds like a rich British guy. But when you think about it, this whole thing is like he's completely off the grid. Like he has no record for him anywhere, so he's probably illiterate. Like, you never see him with a phone, you never see him with a computer, you never see him reading anything. I think the reason he wasn't able to find his father is because he's illiterate and he can't look up G.I. Joe, Cobra. What are they? Like, you know, could they have killed my dad? Like, because he couldn't have gone to school, or there'd be some record of him. Like, unless he went to school before his dad was killed. But they said, like, they revealed later that the dad kept him completely off the books, so he kept him hidden from everyone. So I'm pretty sure he's illiterate. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have a middle school education. Like, let alone, like, Henry Golding sounds so intelligent and charming and witty, and like, he would, like, the actual, like, Street Fighter, and that's who he is. And the weirdest thing too is that he has no training as a ninja, and most of this movie is like after, like, he's like hiding guns and fish for the Yakuza, and like Andrew Koji as Tommy, he is like hiding, trying to get in with his brother as Takeshiro, and he's trying to like kill him or find out what he's doing and stop him from bringing in guns to Japan. But like Henry kind of saves him. Snake Eyes saves him, and then he like says, "Hey, let's go to my clan, and you become a member of my clan." And that's where most of the movie is then. But even then, right from the beginning, they set up these action scenes with like with like Henry Golding and Andrew Koji against a bunch of Yakuza. And it's like, ooh, this could be a cool scene. How is he gonna fight this dozen men with swords? And then, oh, he does a flying knee, and cannonballs them all, and they all just disperse, and the fight's over. Or Andrew Koji with his swords does a quick swipe, a 360, and they're all dead, I guess, or they're all incapacitated. And it's like so many times they do that. They set up something like, oh, it's gonna be a cool scene, and then it's finished so quick, and so you can't even see what happened. It's just stupid. But then when they go to the clan, like the samurai clan, there's some interesting stuff. The idea that like it's really kind of traditional, but then there's also high tech stuff. Like it's some interesting things. But then almost all the time is just spent like with doing these trials. But like I would love like a magic school sort of thing. Like if they trained him to be a ninja, but they never do. Like it's just a certain point he's just like, oh, I guess he's a ninja now. You know, but like they spend so much time with everything else. It seems it's so long. And they have like great people. Like one of the masters of the dojo is Iko Uwais, you know, from the Raid films. And like the scene is just kind of stupid, but like they don't use him at all. And like they don't use really anybody. And it's just, I don't know. But I think that to talk about like the worst parts of the movie other than mediocre action and just a lot of boring stuff with them, and also some horrible CGI with these like giant anacondas that can smell your heart and decide if you're true of heart. But like they're like those are bad. But I think the worst parts in the movie I kind of have to spoil a bit. So from now on there'll be spoilers. It doesn't matter too much if the movie sucks or the story sucks. But to put it simply, Henry Golding's Snake Eyes is an evil douchebag. Like these people took him in as a family, and he's never had a family. He's only had his dad, but he betrays them, and like because that's the whole idea that was a whole setup to get him to save the guy's life, so they would take him in, but then it's so they repeat this over and over. That Snake Eyes' only meaning in life is to find his dad's killer, and get revenge on him. They introduce at a certain point the idea of Cobra. So the only thing, like, if you take away anything you might know about G.I. Joe, but like I was a G.I. Joe kid. I would get together with my cousin, and we'd bring both of our G.I. Joe armies and have big battles in his basement. And like, so I was a G.I. Joe kid, but if you take away anything you may know about it, all this movie tells you is that Cobra is a global terrorist organization, and the Baroness literally murdered busfuls of people to influence the election in this country. That's all we know about them. That's all we know about her. And then, like, by the way, though, that stuff with G.I. Joe and Cobra, you could remove that, you'd have a better movie. It'd be 10 minutes shorter, nothing else would be changed, and some of his actions would make more sense. Because at a certain point, like Henry Golding steals this gem of the sun god or something, which is essentially a handheld, mind-controlled nuclear weapon. And like he steals it, and like it would make sense if Henry Golding like believed it wasn't real, believed it was just some fairy tale, and he wasn't actually giving anything to Kenta, and Kenta wasn't going to give it to Baroness, who was going to use it to kill millions of people. Like I would get that, but they're pretty clear that they want this because it's a weapon. And at a certain point, like he gives the gem to Kenta, and he's okay. He knows that Kenta is going to use this gem to murder everyone he spent this entire movie with, the whole clan. He is going to murder all of them, and then his plans. Well, he thinks he's going to give it to Baroness, who is going to use it to rule the world and kill millions of people. And he's okay with that as long as he gets to kill the guy who killed his dad. Okay, remember that. And then he goes to this guy, and he talks to him, and is like, "You killed my dad. Oh, you got to be more specific. I kill lots of dads. And it's like, so this guy is evil. And he's like, and he talks to him, and he's like, oh, you guys understand. I was ordered to kill him by Cobra. Cobra? The people I just gave the nuclear weapon to? Oh no! And the weirdest thing, he said his only goal in life is getting revenge on his dad's murderer. Does he kill his dad's murderer? This is the guy he watched shoot and murder his dad and be happy about it. Like, give him loaded dice to probably plead for his life. And then, does he kill him? No. Does he maybe call the G.I. Joes and tell them that, hey, this evil guy, could you come arrest him? No. He takes his sword and chops the chains on him and frees him. Frees his dad's murderer and murderer of hundreds of dads. This evil, evil, evil man. He frees him to go do more murders. That sounds like a real hero to me. So then you think maybe like his goal is now to end Cobra, and that's why he's such a good ninja for the G.I. Joes. But then he gets a chance again when the Baroness, played by Ursula Cabrero, and like Scarlet is played by Samara Weaving. Samara Weaving is awesome. Like, she's like I think could be one of the hottest actresses coming up. But like, that stuff is so forced and just time wasters and doesn't mean anything for the movie. But for Baroness, like, she you think, okay, maybe that's his target now. He's gonna kill Baroness, and he's gonna kill all of Cobra. And he gets a chance at a certain point, like Kenta betrays the Baroness, and then like she joins up with them, and it's like, wait, all I know about Baroness from this movie is she is a terrorist that murdered hundreds of people, like just the other week. And now I'm supposed to be okay with them teaming up with her? Like, Snake Eyes should take his sword and chop her head off right now. And it's like, the movie is so weird about some of this stuff. And also, the whole thing, Andrew Koji is Storm Shadow, and that's like the two like epilogues of this film are in the main trailer, where Snake Eyes gets his helmet. It's like, okay, here's your helmet. Now you can never speak or take this helmet off. And then he says, I'm Storm Shadow. And that's the two epilogues. They're both in the trailer. But it's so stupid. But also too, Henry Golding's his uniform for his outfit for most of the film is really bulky. Like, it gives him like no neck. Like, it's just like it's not even like a ninja outfit. It's more like a spy outfit, and it's just pretty stupid. But there's this whole thing, like, they want, in the goal of having a big final fight, a boss fight between Snake Eyes and Kenta, they do it like, and then they ends up in the giant anaconda pit, and Snake Eyes passes the trial because he has a pure heart now, and Kenta is eaten by the snake. But to do that, they ruined the end of what the movie should have been, because like Tommy, he is exiled. Well, he's not allowed to become the next leader of the clan because he used the gem to try to stop this guy that murdered most of their clan. And he's like, oh, you use the gem. We only supposed to protect it. You are now my bitch boy. You can never lead, but you still have to stay with the clan and be my bitch. And you can, so like, are you okay with that? Like, no, I'm not okay with that. It's like, we're going to allow Snake Eyes to be part of our clan, even though he betrayed us multiple times. But no, you use that gem. No, that's bad. And that's like, but it's interesting because it's an interesting idea, but he's a villain, but he's not, like, Henry Golding, Snake Eyes, truly wronged him. This is all his fault. So it's interesting, but I think that a better end of this would have been for him to kill his brother Kenta with the gem. Like, in anger, to like use a gem to burn him to a crisp, and that would be the final. Like that'd be the like you wouldn't have the giant anaconda CGI monsters you've probably spent $1 million on, but they suck, so I don't need them. But that'd be more interesting because Tommy could still blame Snake Eyes for what happened, but he truly did something wrong. And this, like, he's the good guy in this whole thing. It's just kind of odd. But, you know, it's just, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not a good action film. It's not a good G.I. Joe film. It's just, I love this shit. That's why I went to see it, even though it didn't look that good, because I love this shit. I should love this movie. G.I. Joe was my childhood. I love action films. I love magic schools. This should be perfect for me, but it sucked. Probably give it like a 4 out of 10. But thanks for watching. If you want to see any more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.